Alright, who is ready? All you goofy goobers. Hello, everyone. My name is Master Sarman, and welcome to a very special stream tonight. For those of you who don't know, which I'm sure is probably a lot of people, maybe you know if you've seen the update video, but as of today, 15 years ago, as of yesterday, I guess, rather, 15 years ago, I officially began my Let's Play of the Spongebob movie video game. And I feel like this is really mostly important because this is the Let's Play that I am pretty much well known for doing. Which feels really weird to say, and I always say that because I don't know if I feel like it's necessarily the game I'm, like, the biggest aficionado of or anything. It was just kind of a game I had growing up. If the audio... if the audio sounds really, like, loud or something, please be sure to let me know, because I am still kind of experimenting with this new setup here. Also, I don't think I said hi to Hedgehog the Fastest Tuber 2006. Knew this game in the long time ago. Yeah. I know I must have got this sometime in, like, 2005, I want to say. Like, it was around the time the movie came out, or, like, a little bit after that. Just got done watching a ranking video on all the Robot Chicken Star Wars segments. That sounds like a good plan there, Ardo. It's a show I need to watch again sometime. We're just gonna get ready to get things rolling here. Again, I am still experimenting with the setup here, and I'm hoping that it doesn't... Give me a second, I'm switching memory cards. Do you miss this from the... Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that there. Look, Heavy Iron Studios, the company that made a lot of good licensed games in these old days here. This sounds really loud to me. I'm gonna lower that a little bit there.
That's right. Start making me money.
Yeah, I can switch memory card slots here. No memory card found in slot 8. Really? There definitely is a memory card in there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, there definitely was a memory card in slot A there, and I'm not sure what happened there. So, I guess the last time I played this was... Here's actually my Let's Play file. You can see the last time I would have played on my Let's Play file was literally September 1st, 2011. I think that was a backup of that file. This was when I streamed it, I think. Because I actually did do a live stream of this back in 2014 as well. This sounds about right here, that this would have been around the last time I played it then. Hello, Scully8152. How does the... I asked this already, how does the audio sound? Because I'm still experimenting with this setup here, and it sounds really loud on my end, but people said it was practically, like, impossible to hear when I streamed Air Riders a few weeks ago. So... let me just see the options here. I don't think there's... Just keep that at what it was at the default there before. Sounds fine for you? If it does ever become too loud here, then... Sounds fine? Okay. It sounds really loud on my end, but yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Yes, I would like to create an autosave there. I'll go with file 2 here. I don't know what this was here. So, and I don't know if I can really show much of the cutscenes, because it is, like, clips from the movie, but they're, like, almost slideshow-like, so I don't know if these will get me flagged or not here.
Welcome to our little tale of woe, triumph against impossible odds, terror.
Maybe this might be fine here. It is just more like a slideshow than a...
Our story begins in the calm waters above the town of Bikini Bottom. As we descend beneath the waves, we find another day. Wait a minute! Hold your seahorses!
I can't believe this is happening here. It's horrible!
And hey, they actually got the proper voice actor for Mr. Krabs here, too.
Oh, thank Neptune, my manager's here.
Talk to me, Krabs.
It started out as a Krabby Patty with cheese.
So what went wrong?
When the customer took a bite, no cheese! Ah, this has never happened before!
Get a hold of yourself, Eugene. I'm going in.
Sure are going in. Okay, if you've ever played Battle for Bikini Bottom, this should look very, very familiar to you. In fact, this is more or less almost the same game as Battle for Bikini Bottom in a lot of ways, except has some kind of smart improvements, I think. Some stuff that might be a bit of a downgrade, but some stuff I think that is a little bit smarter. One of the big improvements, like I said, is that they actually got Clancy Brown to voice. Although it is Clancy Brown in this game here, so... Yeah, they... Oh, the camera... Is there a freaking option of that there? Nope! Okay, good to know camera controls are weird in this game, but that's, I guess, to be expected. Oh, Patrick, never change. Yes, say cheese. This level's a bit more level to level than Battle for Bikini Bottom was, but at the same time, there's also some stuff that I think is generally a bit smarter than that game was, such as... not this. I know there is a collectible here that's kind of on the important side. Yeah, over here, there are these treasure chests in every level here. These unlock extras in the menu here. Most of these... Okay, I'm definitely not watching that. There's a bunch of these throughout the game. Every level has at least one, usually upwards of, like, 3 to 5 chests, typically. It kind of depends on the level. Yeah, I forgot Mindy has some dialogue between levels here, too. It's been a while since I've played this. Do I have a 3D printer? No, I do not. I have a very close friend who has a 3D printer, but I don't have one myself. They do seem pretty neat, though. I know you can do some pretty neat stuff with them. I love how smooth this music is. It's reminding me a lot of, like, Sonic Adventure.
Thanks for the help, boys.
Also, after playing a lot of the newer Spongebob games, which I'm sure I'll probably have to address at some point, because I'm sure people have probably asked me about playing games like Cosmic Shake and Titans of the Tide. All I can say is, God, I miss this freaking spin attack so much. I can't explain what it is, but they changed this in Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, and I can't really explain what about it is, other than it is, like, you almost kind of float in this game, and I like doing that a lot to kind of correct my jump, basically. Nice butt, Patrick. Yeah, no, this first level's very, very short. There's not too much there. And I guess whenever I got up to this already here, the P icon in the corner actually is very useful, because once you get enough, I keep wanting to call them shiny objects. No, they're dumbbells in this game. Whenever you collect enough of them, you can actually upgrade your moves, which is really, really helpful. Probably one of the most helpful things in the game. I am going to be using upgrades in this playthrough. I'll address that in the next level here, because we have more cutscenes to kind of talk about here, but...
Who are you?
I'm the manager of this establishment. Everything is gonna be just fine.
I'm really scared, man.
You got a name?
I'm pretty sure this dialogue is ripped right from the movie here.
Gotta have the right tools for the job.
I hope this does not cause any sort of copyright problems, but I know a lot of games
Say cheese.
did this back in the day.
The beginning. A little yellow friend awakes from his slumber and prepares for the biggest day of his life. Yet, despite his dreams, he is not honored with the manager position of the new Krusty Krab 2. So he sulks off to drown his depression in ice cream at the local Goofy Goobers. Across the street, jealous of Mr. Krab's success, the diabolical Plankton hatches Plan Z. He steals King Neptune's crown and frames Mr. Krabs for selling it to the far-off and dangerous
This is, like,
Shell City. Let us now join our heroes.
so soon here. I thought SpongeBob was around when... I thought SpongeBob was at least around when Krabs got frozen, but okay. Very quick way to kind of get things rolling here, I guess you could say. It has been a while since I've seen the movie. I did watch the fan animation of it when that happened. Hey, the thumbnail from when part 1 of my Let's Play.
Hey, buddy! Come on up here and join the party!
This music is so derpy, and yet this is probably the song I associate with this game the most, honestly. Actually, maybe not true. There's, some of the boss themes are incredible in this game, but, which is probably, like, my favorite ones in this as well, but... And for better or worse, I remember the sliding music a lot as well, but... I probably have more hours playing it than any game I own. That's... I've definitely played this a lot when I was younger, but I didn't really play this all that much after I finished Let's Playing it, so... At this rate, I'm convinced my most played game is, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I don't think that should be a surprise to anybody. I think anybody that's ever known me knows that I've put... I don't even think it's an unhealthy amount of time, but... Yeah, I like how you can hit the organ there as well. I don't think... Actually, does it say... Yeah, okay, it does say how many treasure chests are in each level, which is good. I remember at least where one of them is in this level. Oh god, I'm forgetting how many moves you just don't have access to at the start, but...
How much of a man do I have to be?
Do 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 bum 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 bum. I haven't played Sea of Thieves. I know what it is because I am a big fan of Rareware. Rare kind of made some of my favorite games of all time, including Banjo-Kazooie, so... but no, I have not played Sea of Thieves. These guys are kind of annoying.
Patrick! You have got to try this new dot game.
I feel like what other games I play is a very, very broad question. Like, just off the top of my head, yeah, it's a pretty broad thing to... ask me there. To answer that question, yes. I do want to try and 100% this game again, which I did do in my Let's Play. And I'm gonna be real, there's a lot of things I don't really remember all too well about this game. Mostly the treasure chests, but I don't think that's gonna be that bad, honestly. The things that are gonna be the worst for me, I think, are some of the time challenges, and we'll get into those in a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, is there something for destroying everything in this level? Because something wants me to say that there is, and yet... it wouldn't put it past me if something weird was like that. Did my game just freeze? We may have unexpected technical difficulties here. Crap, give me a moment here. Yeah, I do remember the one that's the entire line of crates. Oh shoot, was this a... crap, this might have been a capture card problem and not a... shoot, hold on, sorry. Crap. Oh, technical difficulties, what in the world is going on here now? I am so sorry, guys. I'm actually not sure, and that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Because this picture stayed on the screen even after I, hold on a minute. It might have just been the capture card, in fact, actually. Okay, well that worked there. Thankfully, I was pretty early in the level. That will not take me very long to get back to, thankfully. But, yeah. I'm actually thinking that might have been the capture card, believe it or not, which is kind of weird if that was the case, but... Wait, am I really in no cheese again? I thought this game auto-saved. I mean, if it is, then no big deal. This level's like 2 minutes long anyway. Right now I'm using... Actually, I have the box for it still here. Yeah, okay, I can warp here, thank God. I am using the Elgato 4KS. Which I heard recently was on sale again as well, so if you're looking for a capture card, I will still need to figure out, like, some things with this one here, but that is what's good about doing kind of a smaller thing like a live stream to kind of figure things out with this. But we do seem like we're back now. I'm sure what that text box that just came up there was. That was kind of something. It's funny, when I started my Let's Play this game, I was using a Dazzle, and by the end of it I was using a Hop Hog, which is why there's a very noticeable quality difference partway through that LP. I think it's by part 7 or 8. Oh man, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I'm apologizing for sneezing. That's only a basic human function there, but... I have a Vivitar capture card. I'm not sure what Vivitar is. That's interesting. Merci beaucoup, Ardo. But yeah, as I was kind of starting to say here before everything kind of crapped out here last time, I haven't played this game really in full since, well, I did the stream of it, but that was honestly just any percent, not hundo, so... Now then, let's hope this doesn't crap out here. Looks like we're already doing better now. Sure is them again. Good job, buddies. I know there is a secret in this area here that I actually can't do this for a very long time. There's supposed to be something you hit on the wall with all those buttons there. That's not something you can do until, like, pretty much the end of the game, if I remember right. Really? That... Huh. Yeah, so it's saying... I didn't realize I could actually fast travel here, like, right away. That's something... Oh, I remember where the other treasure chest is in this level now, here. It's, right here, actually. If you drop down... Break this down, there's a treasure chest here. I remember that now. Love these guys laugh here. There's something really charming about, like, the sounds and the enemies in this game, even though it's, like, very... Like, I'll always say that Battle for Bikini Bottom feels like the more polished, like, Spongebob game but yet this game is also just really well polished too.
Patrick, if you bring me more Goofy Goober tokens, I can grant you the cartwheel move.
Thanks, Black Widow.
Boy, I love whatever that move is.
You will. Just bring me more Goofy Goober tokens.
Alright. So, thankfully there's 2 easy ones you can get here. I will be going after them here. This kind of starts off the tricky part of this game where not this, because this is about as free as it gets here. There's just a token up here. There are a lot of various challenges and other things in this game, and for better or worse, it's very, like, how should I describe it? You have to do a lot of the side challenges in this game. There's nowhere near as many main collectibles in this game as there were in Battle for Bikini Bottom. I think that game has 100, and this game only has 68, I want to say. Anyways, let's get Patrick's move here.
Okay, Patrick. Since you brought me enough Goofy Goober tokens, you may now use the cartwheel move.
Yay, cartwheel! And this is actually what I was saving my upgrade point for, because this is a really useful move. This is so useful.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Press X when you do, you'll dash forward quickly, smashing anything in your path.
Better get going, Patrick. There's lots to do.
This is such a good move. It's a really powerful attack and you move really fast with it. I like doing this a lot, and probably one of my favorite new additions to this game that wasn't in BFBB. So now I'm gonna upgrade the cartwheel because you can do that. My original Let's Play this game, I did this with as minimal upgrades as I could, basically. And the only upgrades I did get was SpongeBob's Karate Spin was one of them, and for a section in the last level that I swear to God is near impossible without that. And with Patrick, I think, yeah, his other 2 moves I'm pretty sure I upgraded because I thought they were required for something. People have told me that they aren't, but I'm still debatable on that, if that's true or not. This game's challenging enough. I see no reason to not use the upgrades that the game gives you.
Super spin cycle.
Allows Patrick's macho cartwheel to damage anything that comes too near. Maybe I'll try and restrict the health upgrades a little bit, but you know, I'll definitely upgrade the moves here whenever I can. Alright, this is a thing for SpongeBob, not Patrick. Well, this is not too bad anyway. Yeah, these enemy challenges here are pretty much as they imply here. It's... How did I just kill 15 enemies in one hit? Really, these guys have, like, knockback and stuff. I was not expecting to take out 15 of them in one single attack, though. That's something. I could be wrong, but I want to say health does respawn in these challenges, at least. And you get a lot of health in them, so... They're not impossible, but they definitely do get pretty tough. Especially the last one of these has some really, really deadly enemies in it, from what I remember. Let's see if I can... Well, these guys here.
Bottom, one hapless soul at a time.
And yes, I do remember a certain freakout I had at the end of, in one of these.
Vacuuming up manliness, even in the corner.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to heal here if I don't die to random fish here.
Super fun! Saving the day!
Super Sponge? That's the name of a different SpongeBob game, one that I have not played. I did watch, the other day I saw it pop up in my feed, I watched Ant Dude's ranking of like every SpongeBob game up to Cosmic Shake, because that was the newest one at the time. And I was pleasantly surprised to see this was actually number 3. It was this, BFBB, and Cosmic Shake in the top 3 there, which I was really pleasantly surprised to see, but yeah, no, this game is actually pretty good, and it's definitely, I think, out of all the SpongeBob games I've played, it's the one I probably have the most fondness for. Oh, it'll be nice when SpongeBob starts getting some more moves here, because that'll make this a lot more tolerable here. Yeah, that video was definitely... That video, I think, was the first time I've ever uploaded something of that length there. And would you believe me, I'm working on a video that is way, way, way longer than that right now at the moment. I gotta be careful. There is definitely knockback in this game that can be kind of on the annoying side, but yeah, for the most part, this isn't that bad. You just kind of have to be careful of some of these guys, and these brooms definitely have a big hitbox here, but first SpongeBob game was on the Game Boy Color. I remember that one in the video, and I know which one you're talking about, but yeah, I don't remember what it was called off the top of my head. I do remember exactly what game you're talking about, though. Because I think it was also the only SpongeBob game on the Game Boy Color, so if you search SpongeBob Game Boy Color, you'll find it, I'm sure. But, yeah. Just gonna head this way. I mean, I'm pretty sure all the dumbbells would respawn, or at least the boxes will. It's just kind of a quick and easy way to get some more things here. Can never hurt having more of those, because I'm pretty sure the last upgrades aren't until, like, the last world, basically. Or, like, you won't be getting your last thing until basically the last world. Yeah, I almost have enough for another upgrade right now. In fact, I will in 2 seconds here. This is my first SpongeBob game. I have the PS2 game, but... Oh, shoot. That is a great laugh, but seriously, dudes, shut up. Good evening, Edric X Meggy-EXE. Sounds like a Mega Man Battle Network character with the EXE there. That's always what I think of when I think of that. Let's play the GameCube version. Have the modded GameCube version on occasion. What would the modded version have in that, then? I've never really heard of this game being, like, modded before. I remember this room with the ice cream. This room's really cool. Pun intended, but... Okay, I kind of have to be careful here because there is another treasure chest in this room here. It's not hard to get, but you have to break all these boxes in one consecutive go here. So, it's not too hard to do, though. Especially with the upgraded spin there. Yeah, see, we got it. That one's pretty lenient to get there. Made custom levels, adding stuff and making near impossible challenges. Ah, I see. So you're the one who designed the macho time challenges in the slider levels. Got it. We'll worry about that when we worry about it. I'm definitely not expecting to stream the entire game tonight. I think I'm going to take this to do multiple streams, but I don't think it's going to be that bad, because I seem to recall when I did my original stream of this game back in, like, 2014, the one that no one remembers that I did. Random boss music here for some reason, or, like, mid-boss music. That stream, I think, was only around, like, 4 hours, I think. So, yeah, I don't think that's gonna be that bad to, stream this here. And again, I might have been skipping cutscenes or doing other stuff, I'm not really sure. I just kind of want to show the Porto Hero, because there is something for Spongebob here. Let's first grant the Sonic Wave guitar ability before you can play the Sonic Wave guitar challenge. Yeah, and that doesn't show up there either. Although, it's weird that Up Chocolate Creek gets open up there, but not that. I find that really bizarre. Because, yeah, like, I think it said something that you need the Sonic Wave guitar challenge to get Up Chocolate Creek. Not true. You need Patrick's upgraded throw, I'm pretty sure, but...
There you are, Patrick. I've been trying to find you all evening.
It's 8 in the morning, Spongebob.
Oh my gosh, 8 o'clock. I am late for work. Mr. Krabs is gonna kill me. Oh, Mr. Krabs.
Back at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah, it's weird that they show these out of order here, because the whole...
He asks
like,
if there is anyone present who may vouch for Mr. Krabs' character. And
they kind of
the
teased
yellow
this
knuckle
early on in the
Skeletron
previous
shows
cutscene,
up
didn't
to
they?
accuse Mr. Krabs of being a horrible person. King Neptune zaps Mr. Krabs, causing Spongebob to sober up quickly. He selflessly volunteers to journey to Shell City and retrieve the king's crown. Freezing Mr. Krabs in place, King Neptune grants a 6-day reprieve, so SpongeBob and Patrick may attempt to retrieve the crown. King Neptune's daughter Mindy provides SpongeBob and Patrick with a magic mirror, through which she can communicate and assist our heroic duo. We continue as SpongeBob and Patrick arrive at the paddy wagon.
I remember watching the stream when it was chopped up and posted. I remember I had a sore throat and some barbecue chips. See, I don't even remember that, but that does sound on par because I do eat barbecue chips way more than I should, admittedly.
SpongeBob, Patrick, it's time to
I know there was a part...
drive the paddy wagon.
I know there was a chapter when I streamed Paper Mario, the first one, or not streamed, Let's Played. I was eating chips pretty much the entire time.
This road will take you through Bikini Bottom to the edge of town. Don't let the paddy wagon take too much damage, or you'll have to start again.
Our journey begins. Epic, heroic,
Okay, this
daring,
audio's
valiant,
definitely not
courageous.
playing in sync with this, but...
SpongeBob, you're driving a sandwich.
Not just a sandwich, a Krabby Patty.
Jeez.
I don't know if I could maybe attribute that to the condition of the disc, that might have been why that was like that. But yeah, this is the first driving level here. I have mixed feelings on some of these because the challenges in them get really difficult after a certain point, but usually just playing them normally isn't so bad. How many chests am I looking out for here? 3. I kind of remember where most of them are. Is it... Yeah, here I think there's a secret area. Yes, there's one here. I did remember that, and I remember there's one in this, like, park area here, like somewhere off to the side, I think, here somewhere. I feel like I'm playing Diddy Kong Racing here, which I've kind of been in a mood to play again lately for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I don't think I'm gonna, like, continue that stream that I started a few years ago of that, because I was just kind of getting too frustrated at that. Yeah, there is a treasure chest back here as well. Some of the stuff's kind of coming back to me here. It's best to look for these on your first playthrough here, because, you're not, like, timed or anything, basically, and that's pretty much the biggest handicap of the later ones. And correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say once you unlock, like, the later missions for these, you can't just go back to the default basic mission of it, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. I don't really get that aspect of these levels at all, but yeah. I remember when I was doing my... I feel like I'm probably going to remember everything from my Let's Play of this. I remember I was talking about, like... I recorded this over, like, Christmas break that year. This isn't the... No, I don't think this is the last... No, it's in some building here, I think. Right here, I think, maybe. So there's another shortcut here. Yep, it's right here. Just gotta make sure I grab this and... Yeah. Okay. I remember I recorded this over Christmas break, and I was kind of just reminiscing, like, how I got... I think it was Kirby's Epic Yarn, Sonic Colors, and the Wii GoldenEye, reimagining, like the one that Activision did. Stupid, you're always pushed to the next challenges in these. Yeah, it's... The driving stages aren't bad normally. It's when you have to go fast in them that becomes an issue. And I don't even usually mind the time trials, because usually those are just about, like, let's just optimize your driving and you'll be fine, but... Yeah. We got way more of that where that came from, though.
You've reached the edge of town, and now you can go on to the next part of your journey. Here's your reward. Come back again if you want another driving challenge.
I find it weird that the lip syncing isn't really matched up in these cutscenes, but that might just be a condition of my disc as well, though, because this is pretty old. I don't know if that's the case or not.
Chaos of Bikini Bottom behind us, SpongeBob and Patrick begin their long journey towards Shell City. However, with SpongeBob gone, all is not well. Plankton is now selling the Krabby Patty at the Chum Bucket, and with every purchase, customers are getting a mind-controlling bucket helmet. Squidward has discovered Plankton's plan to create an army of bucket heads. Will Squidward save the day?
I wish, but no.
On the outskirts of town, SpongeBob and Patrick meet some of the charming locals who tell them they will not last long outside the city. But our friends do not listen. They should have listened. Our heroes are now stranded in a vast desert with only their feet for transportation.
Oh, I wish I could do this level. This level will be fine, but I have to go back and do some driving here. Played Mario Party 7 story mode last spring. Most infuriating experience of your life. I found Mario Party 7 not too bad, although granted I was like 8 or 9 when I played that, so maybe I'm not one to judge. I do have enough for this? Really? I thought I needed, like, 8 of these to get this. I didn't think I actually would have had enough for this.
Now I am the master.
Press Y and you can hit things directly above you.
Wow! Thanks, Mindy.
Those radio towers are broadcasting.
God, this is so
messages.
off-sync.
If we don't do something soon, every control. You have to go into the desert and shut them down.
Isn't this the really dangerous desert that no one has ever returned from?
No. I think that's the desert next to this one.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll have those towers shut down in a jiffy.
Unfortunately, we will not be doing that here, so we have some time tasks to go through here, which is kind of a more... I think it's probably the more divisive aspect about this game is just that there are a lot of, like, time tasks you have to kind of go through with this game, and the fact that there are a bunch of these...
Wanna try?
Good one.
You'll have
You do have to do a lot of these in order to be able to beat the game, basically, because you need a lot of the Goofy Goober tokens to even just finish this game. Most of these, I'm gonna say, are not that bad. The regular time challenges are not bad. Like the Bowser board where Wario kept landing on the dumb happening space where it sinks in the island and you land on every other turn. Yeah, that can be annoying. I actually really like Enchanted Inferno as a Bowser board, though. Like, unironically, not only is that, like, my favorite board in Mario Party 7, but, like, probably... It's either Mario Party 2's Bowser Land or that for the best Bowser board in the series, and I'm standing by that opinion there. I really like Enchanted Inferno a lot, and I really like, Bowser Land a lot as well. This is some fun, if derpy music here.
So much destruction.
I was gonna say something, I know I don't remember what now. I think I mentioned this, not in the Let's Play, but in my, like, reminiscing video of this Let's Play, like Pagoda Peak. Yeah, that's a pretty cool board. I need to replay a lot of the boards from 7. It's been a long time since I played that game. And the last time I think I played it, I think I just played on Enchanted Inferno, because I like the more traditional Mario Party gameplay in a lot of ways, and I like that between Enchanted Inferno and Pagoda Peak for that, I would probably rather play on the Bowser board. Or not Pagoda Peak, Grand Canal. I think it's the first board that's like the standard 20 coins a star gimmick there. But yeah, when I started my Let's Play this game, it was in December of 2010, and, like, a week after I started my Let's Play this, maybe even sooner, I actually got chickenpox, if you could believe it, which is really weird, and I don't really know how that happened, but half my class ended up getting chickenpox. And so, yeah, I think that's partially why I didn't record
Here's your reward.
the second video of this until, like, a few weeks later. It was over Christmas break. Like, it was closer to New Year's, I think, whenever I actually recorded parts 2, 3, and 5 of this. And yes, I know what I just said when I said that.
Mindy, we're ready.
Rings will appear on the road.
Time for Superman,
Disappears.
and get used to playing Superman a lot in this game. Not so much this one, but these are probably my least favorite parts of this game, honestly, these ring challenges. Because you gotta do these a lot, and they're not all that fun, usually. This one's not so bad from what I remember, but this vehicle is really heavy, and it can be a little awkward to drive and mess this one up here. So, They usually do teach you about, like, random shortcuts in the level and whatnot, though. So, that can be pretty fun. You do also get a set amount of time to get these, and if you miss a single ring, you're gotta restart the entire level again. There are no checkpoints in any of these time missions at all, which is really annoying. It definitely ramps the difficulty up with this game a lot. So... yeah, like, something like that, like, if I was a bit more crunched there, like, imagine hitting a vehicle and getting stuck behind it. Like, that could be kind of annoying to miss something like that, you know? Shoot. Don't go through the shortcut tunnel there. This first one's not that bad. It really isn't. It's the later ones that will start to get pretty bad after this, but this first one's really nothing too bad here. I'll read that comment in a second here. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty much through here now. Is my... maybe it's just my capture card, like the preview for this, that's like slightly out of sync here. I'm not really sure. Because what I'm playing here is displaying fine here, but yeah, this is really, really off sync here. I don't know if this is the actual game or not here.
You've beaten the ring challenge.
Let me try reconnecting the Elgato here, because this just seems really, really off here. Sorry, this isn't a tech support thing. I just want to see if, like, this is a capture card thing and not a thing here, because the...
Since you beat the other challenges so easily, I have a tough one for you.
Easy? Yeah, it was easy.
Oh, very easy.
Alright.
Yeah, this seems better now. I don't know what that was, why the audio got out of sync there, but... yep, so anyways, Macho Time Challenge here. This is just a time challenge, but tighter in time. And if you remember, we did beat this in 3 minutes before, even if it was actually a bit tighter than it was previously. So... these challenges, again, aren't too bad, though. Again, like, once you do the ring challenges, you're kind of aware of at least where the shortcuts are and everything, so... it's kind of what you would expect, you know, use your nitros wisely there. Yeah, I don't know why the audio got out of sync there. If it does, I mean, at least I know it's an easy fix, but, like, I don't know why it did that. Before, it was like, yeah, let's use a nitro, and the sound would play, like, half a minute later. But, yeah, it's seeming like it's fine now. So, yeah, and just remember, like, the shortcuts are here, too. This really isn't that bad if you kind of just take these here. The game kind of taught you about all these shortcuts here. I'm playing this on the Wii here, just because it's a lot easier to output the Wii in a higher quality than the GameCube. Like, I'm outputting this with, it's actually, well, it's component going into an a component to HDMI, like, converter, so, like, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it is just 480i, like, I don't even think it asked for, like, progressive scan upon starting it up or not, so, but it is a cleaner visual signal, though, than what would be coming out of a GameCube by default here. And yeah, we got this here. It'll seem tight, but trust me, this ain't... this ain't some of the other levels that are way tighter than this.
You can well do it.
Wheels on the paddy wagon go round and round.
I'm definitely not doing this, though. Screw doing another challenge like this. I will say this, and this is something that, like, I've always talked about here. I would have loved to see this game get the rehydrated treatment, like, get the remaster someday, and I know people will say it'll never happen because it's a movie tie-in game, and I think that's part of it, but, the other thing, too, is, with... I don't think it's gonna get the rehydrated treatment solely because Scarlett Johansson's in this game, and I feel like the budget on that's just gonna bloat the game up too much, unfortunately. Also, to answer your question there, Scully, yes, I very much do have Pikmin 2. I don't have the GameCube version of it, but... And I'm just gonna say it straight up front here. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel sometime in the near future. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, yeah, Pikmin 2, I forgot what the basic version of this attack was like, but I'm gonna be upgrading it sometime in the very near future, though. Because the upgraded version of this is really, really powerful, but... yeah, I do feel like it's unlikely that we're ever going to get a remaster of this game just because... Fortunately, Black Widow is, kind of a big-name character these days. I don't know where I was going out with that, but yeah, Scarlett Johansson, I feel like, would just bloat the budget of this way too much. I don't know if there's, like, a clause of, like, reusing, like, her dialogue or not. Like, I know... I really don't know how that works with, like, voice actors and things like that. Like, I know, I know Laura Bailey voiced Lucina in the Smash Bros. Games, but, like, they've reused her voice clips from Smash 4 for that. So, I don't know, like, to what degree, and yeah, I'm getting this upgraded bash here. I like this move way too much. Spiked explosive glove here. Really, really nice. And I do have an upgrade point there. I really should just get the karate spin, honestly, because that move is too good, but I'll wait just because I'm weird like that. I do remember in my stream of this, I was randomly talking about, like, wanting to go out to Alberta for some reason. Which what am I trying to say here? I did that for the first time earlier this year. Went out to Otafest in Alberta. This level has 3 chests. I only remember where one of them is, which I think is, like, down this way. I kind of remember where there's another one, but... Rehydrated, most of the voice clips are reused. That's why Clancy Brown isn't rehydrated. It's lazy move. I think there's a little more to it than that. Like, I know the actors for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy both died. So... And I don't know if they've ever done anything with them in the show or not. I don't think they've ever done anything, like, bringing them back in the show since their actors died, so... I don't know, I still never know why Clancy Brown wasn't in the original game, because he's done a lot of voice acting stuff even before that, but... When I tried looking it up, apparently he was too busy with, Jak 2 or Jak 3 at the time. I don't know what Jak and Daxter they were on at that point, but apparently he was busy with one of those at that point, so... Which is, like, fair enough, I guess, but... I think the character's being retired. I can believe it, given that... Well, they were quite literally in a retirement home, but also the fact that, you know... I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I didn't keep up with SpongeBob post... Season 5 was kind of when I stopped watching, and it wasn't because I thought, like, the show was getting worse or anything. I just kind of stopped watching a lot of TV circa, like, 2008, I want to say. Like, I was kind of just watching a bunch of different things, and I just didn't really keep up with SpongeBob at that point. And from what I hear, I didn't really miss too much at that point. That was kind of the part where most people kind of stopped watching, from what I understand. I like these two. I like these two Huckle Chucks. There is a thing over here. The SpongeBob Challenge. I like these. These are actually probably some of my favorite challenges in the game. Well, besides the last one, which is definitely not... Oh, I forgot how jamming this music is here, too. Good job, not Mr. Krabs, like the prawn fight. The dialogue is funny, Merm. Has probably the funniest line in the game. I only remember the, like, line where he said something like, "Oh, Kyle, is that you?" Because just based on, like, a comment I got from someone who was, like, playing with their friend named Kyle at that time. This music reminds me a lot of, like the Target music from Smash 64, actually. That's kind of what it's reminding me of. But yeah, no, I like these challenges quite a bit. It's a good thing they did something, like, good with the sponge ball in this game compared to Battle for Bikini Bottom, where it was kind of just put in there for some reason. Other than, like, the last one of these, which is, like, impossibly hard for no discernible good reason. Nah, it's been so long since I played that one, but I remember not liking it. Lime Mermaid Neil's Prawn. I'd have to play that again at some point. I guess I can kind of talk about this here, like, I do have, I was just gonna say, like, I do have, some of the games on Steam, actually. Like, I did pick up, Rehydrated on there, which I have the Switch version of Rehydrated, and I did the Let's Play of that version, but I don't honestly recommend Rehydrated on Switch 1, if I'm being honest. I don't know why I'm saying Switch 1 like that. It's not like it got a Switch 2 version in any way, but yeah, I don't really like the Switch version of Rehydrated all that much. And, because of that, I ended up getting Cosmic Shake on Steam. And from what I played, Cosmic Shake was pretty good. I only played a little bit of it. Like, if I was to start it over again, like, to do it, it would essentially be blind, because I really don't remember much of that game. From what I played of it, and it was only, like, maybe 2 hours. The Bouncy task is now open to play. I wouldn't be against maybe someday streaming Cosmic Shake. It just never really interested me to do as such, but I wouldn't necessarily be against the idea. I have heard really good things about that game. And I haven't played or seen too much of Titans of the Tide. I just know I tried the demo of the Titans of the Tide on Switch 2, and I wasn't... Funny enough, I don't know, it might just be a Switch and Switch 2 thing. I wasn't impressed with it on Switch 2 either. So I'll probably stick to Steam if I do play that version as well, but Bungie Challenge is now open. Oh yeah, this... Ooh. How am I gonna do this with,
Jump on the button hook to activate Spongebob.
Okay, I can do this like this here. You have to do this in sequential order here. And the boxes are kind of your hint for that. Yeah, I do remember that. Bungie Challenge. You enjoyed Cosmic Shake though, Ardo? That's good to hear. I know... My friend Mackenzie, I know, has played pretty much all those games, I think. She's the same person I'm currently Let's Playing Mario vs. Donkey Kong with, actually, and I'd recommend checking that out if you haven't already. Should also be fine with the upgraded Bash. I figured the upgraded Bash would have destroyed the nearby ones, but I don't know for sure. I don't really know. I was able to get it just fine anyway, so... But yeah, I know Mackenzie's played, I think, pretty much all those SpongeBob games by now. I'd say I don't know if she's ever played this one, and I feel like she'd probably like this one, maybe, but then again, there's not really an easy way of playing this game nowadays, unfortunately. Shut up, Plankton! Shut up, Plankton! It's like I just suddenly turn into Chandler on that one episode of Friends. It's like, shut up, shut up, shut up! Oh, I love that moment so much. I have even more upgrade points, which is nice. Destroys everything, but you still get the chest, I see. And I think the last chest, I think, is in this next challenge here, if I remember right. So hi, Patrick, I don't remember you being up there. That's kind of a nice touch. Does he only just show up there the first time you go through this? I don't remember him showing up there on top of that rock. That's kind of funny. Here's a floating block challenge. I've heard that, they kind of bring something like this back in Titans of the Tide, at least from what Mackenzie's told me. So, that's kind of neat. And yeah, I do see that treasure chest there. It's getting a bit of, getting a bit of Mario Sunshine vibes from these challenges, which is kind of funny. I know these get really, really hard later in the game as well. Bop, bop. Do 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 do. Thankfully, there are checkpoints though, and you don't have to really do any like ulterior tasks in these. The camera is really messing with me. I'm sorry if you see me like juddering the camera a lot here. I think there is a button that... Okay, yeah, the L button does... It's not really the best at it, but the L button does kind of fix the camera directly behind you there, so that's good at least. Shoot! Oh my god, how... Never mind. I was about to say, how am I still alive from that, but nope. Problem is that the time limit doesn't really... There's checkpoints in here, but the time limit doesn't really reset there either, so... Yes, I do have Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I don't have Coliseum, which kind of sucks, but... Those games are coming to the Switch 2 service sometime, and I mean, keyword is sometime, because no one knows when that's going to be, but... And I am excited. I do want to replay those games, actually, though. I'm actually, like, I'm really, really wanting to do a stream of those at some point, because I've rented Coliseum and tried to play it, but I didn't really get that far in it. Okay, made it through that there. This part's not as bad because these platforms just disappear. They don't rotate. Oh, this background's trippy. I forgot all about this rotating box background here. Yeah, I enjoyed XD Gale of Darkness. I never got far enough in Coliseum to really enjoy it, but... I rented XD a lot when I was a kid, and actually I beat it on one of those rentals. Yeah, and I'm gonna be blunt and state this. I do not understand the price increase. I'm gonna be flat out. I do not understand that price increase. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Pre-COVID, that game was maybe $50 at most. I got my copy for about $30, which was, granted, just... My copy of it's only disc only, it doesn't have the case even, which was kind of annoying. I didn't realize that when I bought it. And, okay, I do have all the treasure chests here. That's good. Pretty easy combat challenge here. Yeah, I don't understand the price increase of those games, and I never really got it either, because, like, I guess you could argue Coliseum was a late GameCube game, so, like, maybe there wasn't too many copies printed, but... Must have gotten really rare. My copy was, like, $70. I would say maybe, but it also doesn't explain the fact that, like, pre-2020, it was maybe about $50 to $70 at most. And I've heard people say that GameCube games in general just shot up in price, and that was probably part of it, but I can't really think of what exactly would have caused that game to shoot up to being worth over $150 to $200. I can't, in any good conscience, think of what would have caused that to happen. And I know people say it's because of, like, Dexit and Sword and Shield, and people wanting a harder game, and certain other things. I didn't really mean to skip that cutscene, but I don't think those factors would have cause that to shoot up in price. I always say that, and maybe I'm stupid when I say this, I always feel like desirability should be a big thing with those games, with what makes something rare, and I think there's a certain appeal to those games, but I don't see what makes them desirable to the average person that, like, I don't know. I can't think of a single reason that makes those games, like, I can see what makes them attractive. I don't know. I could bitch about this all day. I do not understand that.
I found one last spot with those ugly
And, I can think of another GameCube game that's even stupider, that is way too expensive for no discernible good reason. And that game is, Shadow the Hedgehog. The only stupid reason... I can't believe I'm bitching about this now. The only reason Shadow the Hedgehog is worth any amount of money is because of that movie, and nothing else.
Oh, breathtakingly evil.
And the audio's at a sync again.
slide through this area. I need you two to race down them and knock those towers
Hold on. Oh, TwitchBot. Get out of here, dude. We don't want robots in here unless your name is Rob. Not that. Hold on, sorry, I'm...
Sounds kinda hard.
Yeah, I don't know why this is, like,
Stay on the track,
doing this,
jump over
but...
obstacles, and hit any planking signs you see
I'm gonna
on
say
the
it
way.
straight up front here. In my Let's Play, this took the longest out of any level to record. I love this music. I got sick of hearing this music, though.
Looks like fireworks.
This level has an impossibly difficult jump near the end. I've only gotten to Greevil on any playthrough. I caught Lugia with a Master Ball and then got obliterated afterwards. Yeah, I remember that fight being pretty difficult. Speaking of difficult, this level here... No, I say that a lot, but trust me, the ending of this level here has the worst jump in the game that I cannot do. One of my friends apparently can, and he's like, yeah, this is, like, not hard at all. And I'm like, Morgan, what the hell are you talking about? This is not easy at all here. But I'll leave it to the guy who's good at racing games to understand that. I like this level normally, that's the thing. Like, this level's really fun and exhilarating normally. I just wish you could do the normal part of it and not the ring and Macho Time challenges. I'm gonna be real here. I expect the rest of the stream to just be this level here, if I'm being honest. If I'm stuck on the ring or Macho Time for over an hour, I'm probably just gonna move on and do the next level or two after this. Or probably the next level, I think, actually, because... the next level I remember being the last of kind of this, like... arc. I'm not really sure.
I was after you.
And then next time I stream this, I'd probably resume after this. It really does alternate between, like, a platforming level and then a driving or slide level for a long time after this, though, basically. For almost the rest of the game, it's like that, so... yeah, it's kind of one of those things you kind of have to get used to. Thought I had a good team using Umbreon, Ursaring, Claydol, Electrode, Vulpix, and Celio. Did you end up evolving your Vulpix and Celio? I see. I know Walrein kind of evolves a little late, but I think it should have been like level 45 by that point, or 44, whatever level it evolves at. Yeah, and there's another pathway you can go here. The other way eventually, I think, just loops back there. This jump here on the right, I'm not doing it right at the moment here. Oh, shoot. I think I want to... Hold on a second. There's a secret area here that I need to get here. I should probably practice this jump here just so I can show you how difficult this is here. Because you need to do this during the time and the Macho Time and Ring challenges here. Yeah, you need to be able... Okay, I'm gonna practice this here while I have a checkpoint here. This jump here, I'm gonna say it straight up front, is one of the hardest parts of the entire game for me. Okay, that got it there. I'm just gonna practice this a couple of times, guys. I hope you understand here. If I don't do this, the rest of the stream is gonna take this long. And I don't think people want me to redo this entire level for, like, 4 hours. Because stuff like that can happen very easily here. Pretty sure I had Flareon, Ampharos, Gardevoir, Shiftry, Ursaring, and Wolverine. When I first played the game, my actual team was basically just a Shiftry and a Wolverine. And then, just for Mount Battle, I actually raised an entire team after that point. Okay, I think I'm gonna give this... If I can get this one more time here, I'm pretty sure I'll be good for this here, because I felt pretty good there, even missing some stuff there. It's like, why am I missing the first jump here? That shouldn't be that hard of a jump to make there. If you miss either of these, you have to redo the entire... No, I don't think it'd be good entertainment. This level's like 4 minutes long, and I'd basically be redoing the entire thing over again, just because I'm missing a random jump like that. This level honestly kind of sucks in that regard. Okay, I'm gonna try one thing here, because... Trust me, there's a reason for this here. Okay. I actually was not playing off my TV there a minute ago. I was playing off of the capture card display there, so... Yeah, I don't know, actually, guys. I'm feeling not that confident about this jump anymore here. I got it, like, twice. I'm messing up big time here, and this isn't even the hard part. Again, I'm practicing this now. Imagine doing this, dying, and having to redo the entire level up to this point again. I went way too early there. Do I have to be holding... I don't think you have to be holding forward on the stick here. I don't think that increases your speed in any way. Sorry guys, this is kind of a train wreck here. I want to make sure I feel good about this here. Okay. I just have to jump at the very last second of these here. I do see there is another treasure chest in this area, which kind of sucks to notice that, honestly. I'll have to figure out how to get that. Let's get that there, actually, while I'm thinking about it here. If I don't mess the freaking beginning jump up again. This sucks. I'm sorry. I'm aware this is probably really boring to some people here, but, like... Okay, it's a different one that I have to jump to for that there. Oh shoot, did I hit a... Oh, I hit a checkpoint there. I wasn't supposed to hit there. Shoot. I don't think that'll count for me getting past this, though, because I don't have a certain move there. Shoot, I needed to get that. Crap. It's not how you normally get that one treasure chest, though, but I feel like I can easily jump down to that. Okay, that's not how you're supposed to get that, but that works. There's a part in, what the heck is the Patrick level in the trench? Is that Shell City dead ahead? There's a part in that I do not understand how you're supposed to be able to do without the upgraded smash move. I'll point out what it is whenever I get to it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I just won't upgrade the smash until I get there, because I'd like to figure out if that is even possible to do without that. But and that probably won't even be the stream if this level has anything to say about it. Okay, I'm heading over this way here because there is, in fact, another treasure chest over here. Oh, shoot. Pretty sure that's all the treasure chests in the level as well. No, that's only 2 of them. Oh. Oh, no, I know where the third one is. It's earlier in the level there that I wasn't able to get yet. Oh.
I knew you.
Time for hell. The time challenge, maybe not so much, but everything else, time for hell. Do you want to see me fail that jump and then have to redo everything again?
Continue across the desert, but
We'll give it a shot.
one stubby step ahead of them. He sends
Also
someone to
recently
make
played
sure
Pokemon
that
X with my
your
team
favorite
Greninja, Tauros,
will be a
Kadabra,
vicious,
Charizard,
ruthless
Jolteon, and
killer
Lucario.
named
Nice.
Dennis. Fortunately, Spongebob and Patrick have discovered the patty
I feel
wagon.
like Tauros is a really good Pokemon, and I never hear anybody talk about
The only
Tauros.
thing to do is to go into the rough, tough bar and look for it. Good luck, my friends. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I am gonna need good luck for this next moment here. Okay, not bubble-blowing baby hut. I don't know if it's, again, the condition of my disc or not, but I always have, like... I have seen my game freeze up on the loading screens before, so... how good the music is in this level as well, jeez.
Good news, Patrick. You've got enough Goofy Goober tokens for me to teach you a new...
I know in Gen 1 especially, like, in the earliest days, first of all, it was maybe the hardest thing to catch in the game was Tauros, but it was arguably, like, the best thing in the game, too.
Smash. Yes, you have to be in the air for the smash to work. You can use it to press buttons, break through floors, and even defeat enemies.
Someone go to Comic-Con or wherever Scarlett Johansson's gonna be at and ask her, did she really swear when reading the dialogue for this game?
The patty
I feel like she'd probably be like, I don't even remember recording this game, given how much shit she's done since then, but...
That doesn't sound hard.
You'll probably have to defeat all of the thugs to get to it.
That sounds hard.
You can do it, I know you can.
Well, if you believe in me, then I can do it.
Yeah, we're getting cutscenes for a level I don't... correction. I would rather do right now, but...
Careful. Easy. You got it!
I would rather be doing this level, but we have some challenges to go through. The time challenge won't be so bad. It's, again, the ring and macho time challenges. They require you to take that shortcut jump that I made there, that I could not make.
You guys took a while going down the slide the last time.
F you.
Stop and smell the anemones.
And old tires.
Well, try sliding quickly instead. If you make it
Yeah, I know how this goes here. This challenge isn't so bad. I think that's the golden spatula model from BFBB? Maybe. Could be, actually. I mean, that was the thing in the movie, like, the key for it was a spatula, wasn't it? From what I remember. Also, I remember my memory getting to this level the first time as a kid and, being unsure what to do to get past the first jump. Unaware I could actually jump whenever I got here, so... Yeah, this is just where the first chest is here. There's a shortcut that gets opened up here. It's pretty neat. I know when I played Pokemon... I'm trying to think of some Pokemon teams, actually, that I've... and similar things of what you guys mentioned. Oh yeah, I never mentioned the other mons I used in XD there for now battle. The rest of my team was filled out by Houndoom, Primeape. I traded a Gengar from Leaf Green because that was like my first time I could really kind of experiment and get like the trait evolutions in the Gen 3 games actually. Like, I think I had a link cable for some reason. I know I do have a link cable, but... Well, I was about to say I only have the one system, but no, I have the Game Boy player as well, so I guess I was able to trade for myself between Leaf Green and Emerald, but, I was able to do it, like, the times I rented XD as well. And then, yeah, I had, it was Shiftry Walrein, Houndoom, Primeape. I traded a Gengar for my Leaf Green. What was my 6th? Oh, it was, Lunatone. Lunatone was my 6th. Which I feel like most other games I would not have used a Lunatone, but I think it actually works pretty good in XD. Okay. I'm gonna take the normal path here because... Yeah. Trust me, I really wish I could take this normal path in the Macho time, but... I think the Macho time is under 3:10 10, I think. Shoes Jolteon doesn't have any electric moves on it. Doesn't it come with Thunder Shock early on, and then I guess you probably have to use TMs or like the move tutor or something to get the other moves on it.
Wow, that was fast.
Are you guys ready for hell? I'm saying this a lot here, but
I've got a
Three-legged race?
Spelling shuffleboard backwards?
no. Rings will appear along this slide. You have a limited time to get through each ring. I'll reward you if you get through every ring.
this mission sucks. I'm the first to admit this. Ardo, if you're here, correct me on it. It's whatever the village is that you can purify stuff at. The waterfall area, I think. I think there's a move tutor in, like, a cave on, like, the far left side of that area. I don't remember the name of that place there. We have a raid here from Big Davy. Oh, shoot. I got distracted by the raid there. Thank you for the raid there, Big Davy on Twitch. Oh, and Pokemon X. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Jolteon and X. Well, TMs, do you have any electric TMs? Because I know TMs are, like, infinite in Gen 6. I feel like it'd probably be easy just to teach it, like, something from that. Oh yeah, flossing skeleton. Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head. Ardo, do you remember if there's any move tutors in X and Y? Also, hi, Big Davy. Again, thank you so much for the raid there. We're playing one of the hardest missions in the Spongebob movie game, and the mission that delayed this Let's Play by, like, 6 months. You know, I do honestly have very good memories, though, of, like, the Let's Play. Like, whenever I did eventually upload this quickly became one of the fastest, like, viewed videos on my channel at the time. I remember this hit, like, several thousand and then eventually 10,000 views in a very short amount of time. I guess we got to listen to this awesome metal here. I don't mind most of the vehicle levels, and honestly, I like this level normally. It's just this one mission that is, and the next mission after this that are complete hell. Oh yeah, that's right, you do get Thunderbolt from that guy, which if you've seen the X and Y anime series, he is a main character in that. Okay. All right. Alright, not to choke, but the hard part's coming up here. I wish to God that checkpoint worked here. First freaking try, let's fucking go! I am not gonna apologize for that F-bomb there. That was well deserved after all the hell I went through back in my Let's Play. You're pretty close to being able to get electric moves there, Scully. I'll just say that at that point. So, I don't know if Jolteon's even going to be that useful at that point, so if you have it on, you may as well just keep it in the party and let your experience share level it up at that point. Whew. I mean it when I said it. That mission and this next one
Okay.
delayed the Let's Play. It's 3:15. These delayed this Let's Play by, I'm not shitting you, 6 months, because they were that difficult to record. It's, again, the case where if you mess either of these up, you have to redo the entire level again, and that jump is the only difficult part of it. Also enjoy the lurk there, Big Davy. .315 may not be that strict. I feel like I was close to like 3:18 or something, just taking the normal path. But yeah, I think you do still have to take the shortcut path.
By the way, Patrick, when was the last time you took a bath?
Yes, it has snowed here. Snowing here earlier today, if not, like, last night, I think. We got a lot of snow on Monday, actually. I actually was only at work for a few hours on Monday because of all the snow we got. Which I didn't mind having some downtime that day. I guess I can mention this recently, like, I forget if I talked about this on a video or not, but, in my downtime, I started watching through, Sailor Moon for the first time. I've never seen it, but I've always obviously been aware of Sailor Moon from just pop culture and everything, but, yeah, I started watching that recently because I've always heard people compare one of my all-time favorite shows, which is the Kirby Right Back At Ya anime series, to Sailor Moon, just in, like, tone and kind of style and whatnot. Okay, hard part coming up here I have to concentrate for. Okay, I choked a little bit, but that's fine there. I don't need to make that last jump there. I think we should be good. I think we should be good here. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. You know what? I feel infinitely more comfortable we can 100% this Let's Play, or this stream here than before. Because this level was seriously what I thought the roadblock was gonna be. No, I don't live in the Midwest. I live in the Maritimes, actually,
I do what I
in
can.
Canada.
As do I.
And this is... It seems to desync just about every one of these here, so... Let's, do that there. Oh, I didn't mean to teleport to this level here. We've completed out Rub-a-Dub, Slipslide in the Tub here. Yeah, no.
Try beating
I don't want to deal with Okie Dokie Corral, or whatever the hell this was called. Bubble Lawn Baby Hut. I think this level's really cool, personally. If it did that, I would just end the stream. God, anyone remember... I feel like... Ardo might remember this. I don't know if you were here for the stream of this when... There was one time I streamed, Kirby Superstar. And, oh, shoot, sorry. Didn't mean to die there, but... Okay, I can take these guys out with a double jump here. This is where the part of the game that does start to get pretty difficult here. Sorry, I have too many thoughts going through my mind. I'm gonna keep Patrick's slam move unupgraded for the time because I swear to God it's needed for a later level, but I want to see if it's not really, and I don't even know if it'll be this stream. It'll probably be next stream whenever I get to that, but yeah, but yeah, there was a time I streamed Kirby Superstar, it was like this, like, race challenge that people were doing on another Discord server, and I'm like, you know what, this might be fun to try and stream here, just to see how it goes here. And, my game just flat out crashed at one point in, what level was it? Somewhere in Great Cave Offensive near the end of it. And it was really weird that it did that. Okay, then. Like how Patrick was slowly just looking at the way these missiles were, like, launching out, but these guys aren't too bad to deal with. I do remember this level has a thing. You have to, like, basically drop down and defeat all the enemies in these areas here, from what I remember. God, these take 4 spins here. Funny how it came back full circle. Back to the first game I watched on your channel in the 2010s. Yeah, it's been 15 years since that Let's Play, which is insane to me. I figured, honestly, I just figured the time was right, you know? Like, I feel like sometimes, you know, sometimes the time's just right for a celebration like that, you know? Without dying, yeah, that's gonna be tricky here, but... Oh, jeez. Speaking of the 2010s, or like 2010 actually, I was recently rewatching a Let's Play from that era. Picked up on a bus's Let's Play of, you know what, I have... If this is gonna make me do this without taking much damage here... That didn't restore my health, like I thought it would have there. I was rewatching Picked Up on a Bus's Let's Play of Kaizo Mario 64, which is definitely a game alright, and it was a game that he did in that same era there. Definitely in some ways a relic of its time, but definitely an interesting LP if you want to see a really hard Mario 64 hack. Also, really, really great music here, too, by the way. The Merv room was a nightmare. I can applaud anybody who can do that upgrade list, because I'm honestly half convinced it's not possible, but if people want to prove me wrong, I'd be happy to see that. Best track in the game, you think? Yeah, it's up there, honestly. This is a really great disco groove here. I think my favorite song in the game, though, for me, is still the, I think it's still, for me, the first phase of the final boss theme there, which is a track called Turn the Tables on Plankton. That song is so awesome. But, yeah. Okay, that just unlocked the treasure chest there. Well, I don't know if I have to get to that point there without dying to get that, but... I mean, I have that upgraded health there now, so I don't think it's gonna be too bad. This room's really cool, but definitely very intense looking. I was about to say, shoot, isn't there a minigame challenge partway through this as well? But I guess if there is, I don't need to worry about it right away. I can always kind of come back to it. I know there's a thing later in the game that I need to come back for with, yeah, there is a challenge here. Yeah, the Combat Arena challenge is still open here. I'm gonna hold off on that for the moment, just so I can grab that treasure chest there. Shoot! Okay, I'm glad I didn't get hit by the explosion there. This game still gets attention. Second childhood game on the Xbox. First being Blinks the Time Sweeper. I've always heard of Blinks. I've never played it. I know it's a platformer. Kind of like one of the... like, last... platformers of its kind, in a way. Right, I forgot I have the upgraded cartwheel. I should be using that as my attack more often. Oh god, you remember that. My hands are feeling... I've pretty much recovered from that, but yeah, I did have tendonitis in both my hands in 2017 and most of 2018. That did get a lot better over time, thankfully, and I remember this being the thumbnail for part 5 of the LP here. Someone got a lot of views as well. Like, I think this has like 400,000 or 500,000 views, if not more, for some reason. Oh, I forgot there's a treasure chest over there, too, huh. I don't think I can get that yet, though. I think that has to be during this, challenge here. Yeah, Patrick can play that once he's granted the throw move. I don't have access to that yet, so won't be able to do that yet. Tendonitis, not tetanus. Basically what happened was through a combination of a few different things. I'll do this and then I'll go back and do that one, combat challenge, I think. So... I can kind of talk about the retirement thing in a way. It wasn't really like it was... you could say I had a change of heart, but, like, oops, setting my controller down to explain this here. When I had tendonitis in my hands, both, like, the fleshy, like, these parts, basically, the tendons in there basically got swollen and inflamed, and to make a long story short, it hurt like hell. It basically just felt like I had two swollen hands, and I couldn't even hold a controller for more than maybe 15 minutes without feeling like I was in a lot of pain. I remember when Sonic Mania first came out. This was around that time. I remember my friend Morgan was over at the time when Mania came out, and we were trying to play it like I'd do a level, then he'd do a level, basically. And I swear to God, I could only do... I don't think I even got past the third zone before I just was not able to play anymore at that point, so... I just kind of watched him play the rest of Sonic Mania on my file there. But, yeah, no, everything is mostly recovered. I mean, I've done, like... Oh, God, like... like... almost 30 Let's Plays and numerous streams since then. So... yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. This was... 8 years ago? 2017, I think it was? God, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but it was. Okay, I have that combat challenge there as well, so go back and do that there. This is what I love about this game, that you can easily backtrack through the levels and fast travel to the objectives. It's really great and progressive that way. Probably gonna want to try and attack these airborne goobers as much as I can here. This is a lot easier if you come back with SpongeBob's next move. There's also just... my other reason for, like, why I wanted to end things in 2018 was, like, it was the 10-year anniversary of my channel, and... there was kind of just other things that I was, like... I was annoyed with some certain things that were going on YouTube, annoyed at certain things that were happening with, like, certain individuals and certain platformers, and I didn't really like the way things were kind of going at the time. But, a lot of things happened in 2018 that did kind of make me rethink a lot of things. I mean, like... I'll say this, what happened was that I wanted to go to school then, because I'd been out of high school for a few years by that point. There are foggers at the bottom of the arena under the spawners. Probably forgotten by the devs. Interesting. I wanted to go to school at the time, and I kind of had this elaborate plan, basically. And then everything fell apart at the last second, basically. Because of reasons that I don't really want to get too into, but, yeah. And, admittedly, also, I can just say I wasn't broke, and in 2018, my grandmother also passed away as well, so, like, I just wasn't mentally ready for that either. So, yeah, that's basically why things changed, basically. But there was one game that came out at the end of 2018 that I think everybody knows about that kind of revived a lot of my love of gaming, though, and kind of made me, like, I wasn't really enjoying games too much prior to that, but then a certain pretty legendary game came out at the end of 2018. I would like to talk about that. I just want to get rid of some of these jerks here first. Yeah. I feel ya, Ardo. I've been in that situation this year as well, so but yeah. And actually thinking of my Let's Play of this game originally, my other grandmother, my dad's mother, also passed away during the middle of this Let's Play as well. I don't think I ever actually mentioned that or not, but no, Odyssey came out at the time when I could not hold a controller for more than 2 minutes at a time. I eventually was able to play. I got Odyssey later that Christmas, and by then I was able to kind of get back into the swing of things. And also, Odyssey came out in 2017. I'll say what game it was after this challenge is over here. I kind of want to just get rid of these guys here. I can say is I'm glad I have this explosive glove here. I'm sorry to hear that, Tank Man. It's always really unfortunate when stuff like that happens. I feel like my dad's mother I wasn't really able to say goodbye to either, because I was at a cadet summer camp most of 2011. Or not most of for a few weeks that summer, and that was when she started to get really sick, and then by the time she came back, like, I never saw her when I came back, but she was just not responsive at that time. But yeah, no, at the end of 2018, basically, as I was wrapping up Nuts and Bolts, this came out, which, let's just say this game pretty much, I don't want to say changed me, but, like, God, I love Smash Ultimate. I love it enough to drop it on the ground as soon as I pick it up there. I really love Smash Bros. Ultimate a lot. I'm just heading up here to see if I can drop down to that one treasure chest, but I don't think I can. I think I might have to come back for this one. I can't pick up objects yet. Battle for Bikini Bottom, you can basically do this from the beginning. In this game, you have to unlock it, and it's one of the last moves Patrick gets. Yeah, I don't think I can get to where the treasure chest is from here. 'Cause it's, like, over on top of those things on the other side of the area there. That's fine, though. That's fine. So yeah, I spent most of pretty much all of 2018 Let's Playing Nuts and Bolts, which I do still think, like, if I was to say goodbye, Nuts and Bolts was definitely, I think, a really great send-off. But, like, coming back, there were still games that I wanted to do ever since I, like, stopped. Like, I had wanted to... I always felt bad because I said I was gonna do, I said I wanted to do Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, and eventually maybe Up Your Arsenal. I always wanted to do Dawn of Sorrow. I always wanted to do Zelda the Minish Cap. You know, there was a bunch of games that I had wanted to do that I just never did, and that was kind of the time that was, you know, the time to come back to do those, basically. So... Also, speaking of Ratchet & Clank, I kind of alluded to this earlier, but, I think, but, we lost both, sorry, I'm forgetting the guys' names here, but just in the last 2 days, Yeah, we lost both Jim Ward and Jeff Garcia, who are both pretty well known to other Nickelodeon voice actors. Jim Ward was Doug Dimmadome, and I actually didn't recognize the other character he voiced on Fairly Odd Parents, but I probably knew him best for voicing Captain Quark in Ratchet and Clank. And then we lost Jeff Garcia as well, who was the voice of Sheen in Jimmy Neutron. So yeah, definitely some sad stuff the last couple of days. You know, we lost some pretty iconic voice actors, if I gotta say. I actually was watching a bit of Jimmy Neutron the other night just to kind of remember those, and one of the ones I watched was the one where Sheen got like a really smart brain that made him turn evil and psychic and egotistical, and I thought that was a pretty funny episode. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna think about, like, that whenever I play Ratchet and Clank game again, because I was telling you this the other day, Ardo, but, like, I really do want to, like, go back and do a practice run of Up Your Arsenal again, just so... I would love to Let's Play Up Your Arsenal someday, because that game's also really, really good. Did a Let's Play of the movie game last August, and the last video didn't get uploaded till late October because laptop was getting repairs and couldn't edit it. Yeah, that was kind of like me with... God, what game gave me issues with laptop problems? I mean, I'm sure I've had issues with other, like, laptop problems before. Can't do anything with this. I need Spongebob to do that, and that doesn't get opened up until the end of the game. I remember this part being kind of a problem area when I did my Let's Play as well. Without the upgraded Smash. I have the upgraded spins. This shouldn't be too bad with that. Yeah, okay, these guys aren't too bad.
I think we've got the key now, Patrick. I also think you can get off of me.
Nice. So yeah, we just circled this entire level just to get this key here. Hey, guess what, kids? Who's ready for more driving? Because we got no weenie parking anytime. I think I'll make this maybe the last level I do in the stream here, because I don't want to keep this up too late, but we are making good progress here.
The gates are locked. You'll have to find all the keys to unlock the gates.
I don't really remember this level as well, to tell you the truth. I don't remember it being too bad, but...
The gates out to the main road are locked.
Locked? Then how can we drive out?
Floor the paddy wagon and bust through the gates.
Sorry, Patrick. For that, we need a Super Krabby Patty Deluxe.
Oh, I don't know why this capture card just doesn't like the
Lock the gates if you find all the
cutscenes
keys
here.
around the track.
Why does it play this music here? I don't remember that at all. Do all the regular driving levels just use this music? I don't remember this at all here. Yeah, Superman 64's... I know there's a secret... Is it here? There's a secret wall in here somewhere. Oh no, it might be right... It's worth experimenting for somewhere. Here? No? There is a secret in one of these walls here. I just don't remember off the top of my head where. Yeah, there's definitely a secret here. Back at the very start of the tunnel. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for that whenever I do that. I'm sure I'll need it for, like, the ring challenge and stuff, too, so... And... Huh, I'm surprised one of the chests isn't in there, because I know where the other chest is, from what I remember. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. Damn, why are both the treasure chests easy to find in this level? Really? Interesting. Maybe this level is just nowhere near as bad as I remember it. I remember it being a weirdly annoying level with the key gimmick, but... Oh, I see where the secret area is here now. This wall's different. I feel like I probably would have to go back up that pathway again there, but I don't actually remember. Alright. Oil spills can get annoying later. Yeah. I definitely believe that. There's more annoying hazards here, like there's TNT barrels and stuff as well, but it's not really that bad of a level, though, otherwise, from what I remember. I'm having a lot of fun going back to this, honestly, like, playing some of the harder, clearing out some of the harder levels and everything. I'm feeling way better about this now than I was before. Yeah, okay, and on lap 3, this is when this gets opened up here, so... The end of the level's open now. I gotta say, honestly, out of all the levels in this game, I feel like this is the one that just exists. Like, it literally is kind of the most nothing burger of a level here. Even though, like, the Sunday driving level, like, as much as a drug trip as that level is, at least I think the aesthetic of it's unique and interesting, even if it had nothing to do with the movie. This is just, like... I don't know, I feel like this level just does nothing for me, if I'm being perfectly honest. Later driving level where you can get soft lock from hot sauce. Is there even hot sauce in Sunday driving? Unless you mean the last driving level. I do remember that being a lot worse, I guess, but... I don't remember that, but I always feel like hot sauce would just straight up kill you if you, like, came into contact with it. Alright, let's see if the cutscene gets messed up again.
Well done, Spongebob and Patrick. Here is your reward.
Retro achievements, God, the dev times are stick with time, session. I'm gonna say screw doing that. I mean, I'm not doing this on emulator, I'm playing this on the actual system here, but, like, screw the thought of doing harder challenges than... I know what Retro Achievements is. I know, a streamer I follow does that. Oh, shoot, boss level. Okay, I'll do the driving level, and then we'll do a boss level and probably call it there, because...
Patrick, we've got to start acting like men.
SpongeBob.
I'll be right back.
SpongeBob, wait! Make mine chocolate.
I'll have 2 chocolate banana splits with sprinkled fairy stars and goober beans. With extra sauce, please. You can let go now. I said let go, please. What kind of old lady are you?
Makes sense for a boss for this game, but it's not something we're doing right yet. Because we got driving to do. We got a lot of driving to do. But that's okay. That's okay.
In this challenge, you have to rate.
Well, that sounds easy. How fast can a clock go?
Patrick,
Really?
if Diddy Kong Racing has taught me anything, do not ask that stupid question.
Patrick, don't you know that time flies?
No. But once I didn't take out the garbage for a month, and it had flies.
You'll have to fly along if you want to beat this time. Do 3 laps in less than a set time, and I'll give you a reward.
Guess it's time for us to fly here, except we gotta drive. Now, I remember this level not being that bad, honestly, though. I mean, maybe the oil slicks might be a bit annoying, but, like... yeah, this level's pretty linear from what I remember. It's not even that it's linear, it's the fact that, like, there's different pathways you can go here, but I always feel like there's kind of a distinguished set path to be going here.
We got ourselves a convoy. A shortcut.
I guess these slicks can be a little hazardous here. Also, I didn't mean, if I came across as dismissive earlier about the whole, like, saying F that to, like, the dev challenges, I'm not saying that against any person in particular, it's just, I would never imagine doing that for the retro achievements, because I also just haven't really ever messed with retro achievements that much either, like, if ever for that matter, but, nothing against them or anything, I've just never really set them up, really. So movie game Let's Play, it wasn't last August, it was August of 2024, can't believe. Yeah, time's going by really freaking fast. I mean, I said this before here. I don't know if anybody here plays Smash Ultimate or follows that game or not, but, it's been over 5 years since the Sephiroth trailer. I remember when that dropped like it was yesterday, and it feels like yesterday to me. I was sitting in this very chair, watching back at that, and... yeah. That was insane to me that that was... that long. Or a pain to beat, but the challenge was fun. Nice. Glad you had fun with it, at least, though, because... I'm sure it's one of those things that's, like, a good little challenge, but definitely probably very strict. I'm missing a million nitros as well, but I don't think that's a huge deal. I don't know if taking that upper path is faster or not. Maybe. Maybe not. I actually don't really know for sure. That was really stupid, but whatever. I have plenty of time here. Yeah, stuff like that can be really annoying if that screws up your, like, time challenge. I have not played Bully, but I know what it is. I think I watched a friend play a bit of it one time. It always looked like a pretty neat game, though.
You've won the time challenge. I have a ring challenge.
Giving me a ring?
Yes, a whole lot of rings. They'll appear as you drive along the way. You have a limited time to drive through each ring. If you go through all the rings, I'll reward you.
I like how there seems to be unique dialogue for all of these, like, challenges here. I think that's actually a pretty cool thing, not gonna lie. Is this gonna teach you about the... No, it's not. Maybe not at least this lap anyway, but maybe the next lap will. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, that's where things can get strict sometimes. Well, if you find the motivation to do it and then edit it all. Yeah. It can definitely be a lot here. I know some people like to stream for that reason, that they don't really have to worry about the editing aspect of it. And I think that is a very important thing to distinguish sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like there's ups and downs to both. I feel like for me personally, I feel like streaming's only fun when I have an audience sometimes, and if I don't, like, I kind of hate saying, because I know it is kind of just a luck-dependent thing sometimes, but, like, it does feel difficult for me to want to stream when, like, you know, if you're just kind of streaming to a dead audience, it's really, really difficult for me to stay engaged. It's weird that, like, Let's Playing doesn't quite do that for me as much. God, these things feel a lot tighter than they should be here. Like, this is only lap 1 here, for that matter. Ow. Ow, again. I didn't mean to miss that. Shoot, shoot, shoot! I don't know how I made that there, but... crap, 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 crap. Ugh. I'd really like some health right about now. I can't believe I have 2 more laps of this crap to go. Oh, this kind of sucks, honestly. God, could I have gotten some of that health there? Okay, yeah, this is going through the shortcut area here, which is good, because this area is a lot more... It's a lot shorter for one thing, and a lot more free. And now it's going up here, which is good. I don't think we went this pathway before. I'll read your comment there in a second there. It's really hard to pay attention here when you're driving a heavy sandwich here. I'd love to read the comment here, but this is kind of a strict mission here. I'm really nervous right now, guys. Don't care. Also don't care. Crap, crap, Get that. Okay. I think we're good here. I don't want to jinx it, because I know I could easily jinx that, but... Whew! I always record and edit my own videos. I use DaVinci Resolve. I actually just recently switched to DaVinci Resolve as of, like, maybe 2 months ago. Stories bring up now and then, which are nice to listen to. Thanks. I was kind of envision myself as, I guess, a bit of a storyteller. I like telling a lot of random stories over the years, you know? There's a lot of a lot of things I could probably reminisce about and remember.
This time I have a manly time challenge for you. Woohoo! You'll have a limited time to do 3 laps of the track. Good luck.
I don't remember this being too bad. Like 320. Yeah, I think we can get that. It definitely felt like there was a very set path to going through here, to be fair. A lot of fun editing, especially in the middle of my movie game Let's Play. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things to kind of edit around with. I've also been working, I kind of alluded to this earlier, I've been working on a super big video lately that I've been editing in DaVinci. And I'm aiming to have it done for Christmas, I think. If not, maybe a little bit before that, like the week leading up to it. I alluded earlier that one of my favorite shows of all time is Kirby Right Back At Ya, the Kirby anime series. And I've been working on a ranking video of every episode of that entire show. And it's actually coming along pretty well right at the moment. I'm in the last, like, the top 10 of it, basically, so there isn't much to go with it. It's just what is there is gonna be very long to wrap up there, but I'm really, really liking the way that that video's turning out, so it's definitely something that I think is gonna be worth the watch whenever I get around to finally doing that. I feel like that first lap there definitely was under the kind of time that I was aiming for there, so... Like, I feel like under 1:07, I feel, is kind of what I'm aiming for. I might even just want to take that path there again, honestly. 2:07. 1:13 to do this, I feel like is more than doable here. I don't know if I wanted to go up this way or not, but we can definitely do this, I guess. I hope going that path didn't doom me there. I don't think it did, but 30 seconds to finish this. It's gonna be close here. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be very close, actually, I think. 10 seconds from here? Yeah, no, I don't think we did it, actually. Okay, note to self, don't take that upper path there. It is slower. Flashed a thing of cheese on screen. Yeah. Did I ever do anything like that in whenever I... I'm trying to think if I ever did anything like that in any of my projects. I mean, I know there was one time in Mario Kart Wii where my friend Morgan was like, flash up a image of no-name brand peas and carrots, which I feel like nobody outside of Canada is even gonna know what no-name brand was, but... Yeah, okay, this is way faster to take that downward path there. Yeah, because this is going to be done in like a minute 5, maybe. Minute 3, so... Yeah, take that path there instead of that upper path on the 3rd lap. It's easy, MK. No Name has a million things. Honestly, they probably have No Name salmon, if I had to guess. I would not be surprised if there was No Name salmon. The stream has been a lot of fun tonight, guys. I gotta say, this has been one of the most fun streams I've had in a long time. Okay, don't take that top path because it is way slower here. You want to go this way here. And take this top path. People have told me to try salmon before. I'm actually not a very big fish person at all, if I'm being honest, but... People have told me salmon doesn't really taste like fish, which is a weird thing to say, but... Yeah, I'm like 20 seconds faster this attempt than I was last time, so we definitely have this one here, unless I crash into every wall along the way here. Because, yeah, you also gotta remember this gate opens here, and you kind of have to drive off to the side there. Whew. There's a macho time for you.
Great job, guys. Now I can give you a reward.
Time for a pretty easy boss from what I remember, even though I kind of don't remember this boss that much, but I'm sure I'll remember it once I get into it.
In this challenge,
I don't care, Mindy. Also, I'm gonna say something up front here. When I was a kid, I didn't really understand the idea of, like, up and down to scroll through this menu here in a way. Like, I always thought, like... I can't really describe it. I always felt like for some reason this menu should have been reversed. And I didn't realize what direction this, like, wheel was going in for some stupid reason. Even though I can clearly see on the left now, there's the lights that indicate, like, you know, this is like the first level here and it scrolls down. I did not process that for like 10 plus years, if I'm being honest. It probably wasn't until I played Battle for Bikini Bottom and I saw I had the same setup that I kind of processed that. I was about to say I'm missing a treasure chest here, but yeah, I remember it from now, yeah. Defeat the frogfish. That is true, my Wii was broken at the time. I got that back that Christmas, though. Yeah, my Wii was out of commission for most of, late 2010 there. Didn't really matter too much, given that, like, my Let's Plays at the time were mostly, like, GameCube games like this and Mario Sunshine, basically. But... yeah, if you're playing this on, yeah, you can see my spin did almost no damage there. Upgrading your moves does most certainly increase the damage that you do to this boss here. I think we just started having disk read errors, like, no matter what. We eventually just sent it into Nintendo when it, like, fixed itself after a bit. And I haven't had an issue with that since, and it's been 15 years since then, so... I'm thankful for that, because I imagine it's probably pretty difficult to get a Wii fixed up nowadays. I don't even think they still do that or not.
I don't think you like that. Keep doing it. Oh, there. Fantastic.
This boss is even easier than I remember it, not gonna lie. I just beat that without taking any damage. I feel like if there was a retro achievements, I would have definitely done that by now. Whew. And next up, I know the next level I think is Rock Slide. Recently the disc laser go to my PS2, that's unfortunate.
Patrick, step on it!
Come on, kiddies. Have some ice cream.
Jump for it, Patrick!
And so, the hideous creature was vanquished by an even more hideous creature coming from the deep ocean trench.
Well, we lost our car again.
Never mind the car. Where's the road?
There's the road, on the other side of the deep, dark, dangerous, monster-infested trench.
After gulping, SpongeBob and Patrick decided to throw in the towel. Luckily, Mindy arrived and showed them what was really going on back in Bikini Bottom. Plankton had transformed Bikini Bottom into Planktopolis. The sight of their city convinced our heroes to continue on to Shell City. So, in order to become men, they cried like little babies. Someone was hot on their tail. With no time to lose, Princess Mindy thought of a better idea, and our heroes quickly became men and marched toward the treacherous trench.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to do Rock Slide tonight because this level's pretty difficult from what I remember. It's another slide level, which means it has the same problems as the last slide level. The ring challenge and especially the Macho Time challenge are really difficult.
Using this slide.
I remember the Macho Time challenge, at least there's a trick for it, I remember, and that, like, saved my sanity a lot.
The only way across the trench is along the bottom, but you have to get there first by traveling down the slide, past those sea monsters.
The trench is pretty deep.
And very dark.
Oh, no sweat, Mindy. We're men now.
That's the spirit. Now get down there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, my sense of time's wild to me, like, I think I even said it in, the start of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong LP, like, Mackenzie was surprised that when I said it was almost 2 years ago when that came out, but it was, like, around the very beginning of 2024 when it came out, so that is almost 2 years ago, and it doesn't feel like it. You know, like, we're coming up on, like, some reveals, if I said when they happened, they'd be probably surprised by them, like, again, Sephiroth and Smash was 5 years ago. I don't know if you can, okay, I guess you can't see it, but, shoot, can you see into my closet there? Probably not, but, I do actually have Nick seen it somewhere in my closet there. I can see it from here, but it's kind of obscured by a box that's probably not visible on the webcam here. I do have Nick seen it. I've always wanted to play that. I wouldn't know anybody else who's... I'd have to be in person with people, and also people who understand Nicktoons, which is not too many people, but... I have a good bit of the extras already. Yeah, you can unlock different costumes, different, like, modifiers, like... different hands... different artwork. We can look at some of the artwork we got here. Oh, hey, it's, that's pretty cool. Are all these costumes in this game here? I know some of the costumes you can only get through cheats in this game. I know that, like, basic, like, realistic sponge model is one of the costumes in this, though, through, like, a cheat. I didn't know the other ones, like Leif Erikson and Cave Spongebob and Doodle Bob. I didn't know those would have been costumes in this game. That's pretty cool if they are. Ripped Pants Spongebob. SpongeBob with Patrick's shorts. Do I have... No, I don't... It doesn't look like I have any other... Well, I have Mermaid Man Spongebob, but I don't have any of the others. Not all of them, but most of them. Interesting. Patrick. I know Patrick's disco outfit is like a secret costume in this as well. Emergency sound pack. This stuff's kind of interesting. I don't know if I can... It's kind of funny.
Oh no, not again.
Service with a smile. You want fries with that?
I don't know what some of these dialogue things are. Honestly, I kind of want to stream tomorrow, not gonna lie. I've been having a lot of fun with this here. It's the power of rock.
Metal torch by the power of rock. The power of music.
So, I'll save here anyways. I think I'm in slot 1 here. Yeah. I want to go back to the menu here, because I do want to show off one other thing here. I could probably do this at the end here. I just kind of want to talk about something here a little bit, because, under the promotional materials here, I did not know what Avatar was when I first saw this here, because I don't think Last Airbender aired when this came out. That's what this is a preview for Avatar The Last Airbender. And yeah, I was kind of surprised when I first saw this because I had never really heard of it and I didn't know what it was. And then years later, I remember watching a bit of Avatar when it was on, but I wasn't really following it too much. And then years later, I hear it's a really, really, really good and popular show. And I finally sat down and actually watched it start to finish this year. It got me through some tough times, honestly. You know, it was definitely a show I was glad to have watched when I did it. Definitely, I can see why a lot of people really love it. We also have Show Me Tak, too. Some of these other ones are just previews for, like, I think this Jimmy Neutron one's, like, video game.
Lunch. Check.
Yeah, this is a preview for a different game here, if I remember right.
Check. Save the world from Twonkies. Check. Check.
I've never played any of these other ones here, like... I don't think I've ever even played a Jimmy Neutron game in my life. I don't know what the Spongebob video is. I'm kind of afraid to pick some of these. I know this Fairly Odd Parents one is for another game, I think.
Everyone. Two fairy godparents.
I always remember the animation looking super weird in this one.
Things are about to get really odd.
Like, I always thought the animation looked really weird in this game. Probably, again, just because... I don't know, Timmy in 3D is just a really weird concept in general.
Shadow Showdown.
So... But yeah, I'm probably gonna stream this tomorrow night, honestly. I've been having so much fun revisiting this. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. This has been a really, really fun stream. I don't know if we have anyone on Twitch to raid right now, but we might. There's not really anyone really watching on Twitch right now, so I feel like most of the audience tonight was on YouTube, which makes sense considering the anniversary. This was for something on YouTube, so I'm probably just gonna call it there. Thanks everyone for hanging out and tuning in tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I'll be back. I've decided that I will be back here tomorrow night with this game. I've been having way too much fun with it. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Next time we will begin from Rock Slide and probably continue off with doing the worst of the slide levels, and I think we're out of the driving. Well, we have one driving level coming up, I think, but once we get past the next two slide levels and the driving ones, like, we'll have a couple of platformers here and there too, but we should be mostly free of those for a bit. We'll worry about that when we worry about it, though. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I've been Master Starman, and I'll see you guys later. Have yourselves a great night.